it's now time to present a WA Fellowship Award to Sir Malcolm Grant. Now, if you're new to these awards, just let you know that the WA Fellowships are awarded to distinguished public figures who have made a special contribution to adult learning and are in a position to help further the WA's own objectives. Fellows also personify the WA's brand and values and are committed to raising the profile of the charity and the importance of adult education. And Simon Parkinson, CEO of the WA, will formally welcome Sir Malcolm Grant to the WA family, and then he'll invite Sir Malcolm to respond. Simon, good evening to you. Welcome to the awards. I know we're not here in person with each other, but it's good to see you, albeit virtually.
Yeah, good evening, Nadine. I've just worked out why James asked you to do this as a fellow QPR fan. So that, I'm joining the dots slowly. So thank you for hosting this evening.
Pleasure.
And thank you. And I'd just like to introduce Sir Malcolm Grant to everybody. I'm delighted to say that he's becoming a fellow of the WEA, having already had strong links with us as an organisation. Sir Malcolm's played a long and important role in public life, and just to name a few of his significant roles. So he's been chairman of NHS England, he's been chair of the Russell Group of Universities, he's been president and provost of University College London, and pro-vice chancellor at the University of Cambridge. And then Sir Malcolm, forgive me for this one, because I think the team have just put this into the biography to check my language skills, because I believe in 2004, you were given the Officer de l'Ordre National de Mérite de France. Hopefully that's something like. Having already received a CBE in 2003 and rightly knighted by Her Majesty the Queen in 2013 for services to higher education. So I know that Sir Malcolm is a firm believer in the power and importance of education and adult education, not least because he saw the impact that it had on his own mother and how that supported her to thrive through her life as well. So Sir Malcolm, we're delighted that you've agreed to accept this fellowship. Thank you, and the floor is yours.
Well, Simon, thank you so much for those kind words. And I'm actually feeling, quite moved, quite immensely honoured by the conferment of this fellowship. I'm the junior partner today, because I know that a fellowship is going later on this afternoon to Ruth Spellman, who has given so much of her life and her talent to the WEA. But for me, this award captures, I think, two of the passions of my life. One has been obviously around education, and the other one's around healthcare. And the two of these just come together very closely, and each of them has a strong parallel to the WEA. Let's just take healthcare. I don't think I'm alone in believing that the NHS is one of the greatest social institutions that we've ever seen. I don't just mean in the UK, I mean in the world. As I've watched the way in which my colleagues have responded to the pandemic, the stress, the strain that it's put on the organisation, but the fluidity, the way in which people have learned throughout this crisis to take on new tasks, the extent to which communities have volunteered and come in to support hospital staff, the way in which the vaccination programme has been rolled out has left me awestruck. Here is an organisation that's a community, and so is the WEA. I find this also in education. I was, as you mentioned, the Vice Chancellor of University College London. When that was set up in 1826, it was designed to open higher education to everybody. Not women, obviously, that came a bit later, but to everybody in the way which Oxford and Cambridge, which were the only universities then, were not. UCL got charged with being a Cockney college. It was opening up education to people who really didn't deserve it. Those were the attitudes of 1826. The WEA from 1903 has created that as a broader mission for what it's done. And sitting here this afternoon and listening to the profiles of those of you who have received awards has left me completely awestruck and humbled. WA is making a difference to people's lives, and I am deeply impressed and I am deeply honoured by this award. Thank you, everybody, so much for conferring it upon me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Malcolm, for your kind words. And yes, indeed, it is a family, isn't it? And you do feel impressed when you hear and humbled the amazing stories. So it does have that impact on people, and we're delighted to welcome someone of your standing and your experience into the family. So congratulations on your WA fellowship.